Lawlessness, it's back. It was here under the Obama administration. It's now back under the Biden administration. Just do whatever they want to do, knowing that very few people will challenge them, and others will just kind of, like sheep, fall in line and be led to the slaughter. I, for one, am not volunteering for that line. Hashtag resistance. I think I'm going to see if I can get all the T-shirts from the left that they had during the Trump years and take that over. All right. Some breaking news today. In a 9-0 decision, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously upheld the First Amendment right of Catholic social services, making clear that the city of Philadelphia cannot exclude the Catholic foster ministry from the city's foster care system simply because city officials disagree with their sincerely held religious beliefs about marriage. With me now to talk about this is Congressman Mike Kelly. He represents the 16th Congressional District of Pennsylvania and has been advocating for Catholic social services. Congressman, welcome back to the program.
Tony, thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And what a great day it was today for religious freedom.
Well, give me your response to today's court decision.
So listening to you and Roger talk, I think that we can see the way the game's played now. You can get buried under lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit by an army of lawyers on the far left who will continue to attack us in every single way possible. We are then put in a position where how many times can you go to court? How much can you afford? What is it that you can afford to do to defend something you should? That's so obvious to everybody. So when we look at First Amendment rights, and then we say these are being challenged in different places around the United States where people, again, are not going by what the law says. They're going by what they feel like they should do. It's an incredible infringement upon us. But I think I'm stunned by the fact that this continues to happen time after time. It's taken us years to get to this decision. And so Sharon now and Tony Sims-Bush, what they were able to do, and looking at it's called Fulton versus Philadelphia, but how Philadelphia was able to try to deny them funding because of their deeply held religious feelings, and say, well, this just isn't right. We're going to deny you to participate at a time to me when we have an incredible need for foster care and adoptive care, and the faith-based community has always led in that. We're talking over 200 years of service trying to be usurped, being pulled out by a group who just doesn't want to hear that anymore. So look, what it means today is the Constitution does mean something. It's just not a suggestion. I've got to tell you this, and I mean this sincerely. I have been so disappointed by the Supreme Court of the United States, an unelected, appointed for life group that took on cases that I guess they thought that were worth looking at, and then other cases that we just went through in the last couple of months where they didn't want to get involved. I don't understand how that thinking works, but I understand today, I find their ruling, and the fact that it was unanimous gives me great hope going forward that we're going to have a better look at what our laws actually are, and we're not going to bend things just because we don't like them and deny others rights that have been enshrined. So great day for the Constitution, great day for the courts to stand up and actually defend the Constitution and rule that way, and to do it unanimously, I think, is the one thing that all of us would look at and say, my gosh, when have they ever done that before?
Yeah, certainly an encouraging day for Catholic services there in Philadelphia. There's a positive decision, certainly a bright light there coming from the court. There is concern even in some of the comments of Neil Gorsuch and Samuel Alito that the court didn't go far enough to make this applicable across the board, and that we're going to continue to see the types of attacks you were just talking about. Hopefully, the court will take this principle that they've defended today and apply it across the board when it comes to religious freedom.
No, absolutely. I don't. This is not a point that we want to push too much for right now, but I think we've all been consistently disappointed by Justice Roberts and trying to figure out where exactly does this man stand? Where is he as a jurist? What is he looking at? And how is he coming to these determinations? But I will say that today is encouraging from the standpoint that what was being attacked was deeply held religious beliefs. In this case, it's Catholic social services, but the faith-based community has got to take heart into this. While this we may not be as big a victory as we would like it to be with language that was stronger, this is at least a victory in something we have not experienced in quite some time.
Yeah, again, it's we're seeing a hopeful trend on the court, something I don't think many of us ever thought we would see, but a conservative court that is upholding these fundamental freedoms. Congressman Kelly, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for your leadership on Capitol Hill on such important things as adoption, foster care, and so many other things we care about.
I'm on the Pennsylvania turn, the dead spot here, but can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. I thought I lost you for a minute, but in Pennsylvania, you up and down hills, in and around curbs, and everything else. So it's certainly being called a turnpike has more to do with the way you get on the pike, but it also the number of turns and twists that you go through on this. But again, I think we can take heart. We can also take some kind of a lesson from this, that it's our consistency and our persistence that we need to hold. In so many times we get discouraged, and sometimes it gets to the point we almost want to walk away from it. But you know what? This is a situation, and I've said this often before, you cannot take a day off. You cannot take a play off. Live every day it's like the last day you have. Run every play it's like the last play you ever run. And the one thing we can never do, we can never forfeit any rights that we feel are being attacked. And so you can't forfeit and then cry because you lost the game. I would just ask all our listeners, all our people of faith, never, ever give up on the power of faith, the power of prayer, and who it is as a people we are when we all stick together.
Very good advice, Congressman Mike Kelly. Thanks so much for joining us today. And again, thanks for your leadership on Capitol Hill.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And please keep up your work, and I know you will. And to all our listeners, thank you so much, and God bless you all.